Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Good. Some colleagues you sit over here for a moment.
Yes, sir.
Everyone ready? Sam, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just want to remind you, you're being put on tape here. I'm going to give you the same speech. You're the first applicant. I'm going to give you the same speech to everyone. I'm going to call only those individuals, probably early tonight, that are on the short list.
Yes, sir.
In that regard, can you come up to me and quietly give me your cell phone number,
Yes, I can.
please?
Yes.
Or if you'd like. Actually, just. Okay. That's correct? Yes, sir. Okay, thank you. Same, everyone has 15 minutes. We've all thoroughly read your application. Of course, you've been before us many times. Thank you for coming back again. If you want to take a few minutes to introduce yourself and maybe give us some insight on some things we could not see in your application, that'd be great.
And you're right. I'm back again. I still have that strong desire to serve as a circuit court judge in Brevard County, the place I was born and raised in. I like the opportunity to use my experience I gained in the courtroom and the experience I gained outside the courtroom, and give everybody a true and fair opportunity to be heard to make some good, solid decisions. And I would like to serve in that capacity. And I thank you again for this opportunity. I know there's always a lot of great applicants, and I continue to try to learn everything I can, so when I come back I have new experiences to share, and just try my best to learn every day and treat everybody with the greatest respect. And I think I can bring that to the bench, and I would love to have that opportunity to do that.
Thank you very much. Dan, start with you. Any questions?
Sure. Over the period of time that you've last taken applications, can you highlight some of the important achievements you've had professionally?
Yes, sir. Since the last time I was here, one of the cases that, a very tough case I was a part of, was a DUI manslaughter, and we were able to resolve that in a very satisfactory manner for my client and the family and the friends. That was a very, very tough case. Those cases are very, very tough, and I'd like to highlight that to show the fact that I have been in the trenches doing some very, very tough cases. In addition, I have a pending second-degree murder case. And so I've been there, continue to do that, and also have numerous civil cases that I'm constantly learning. And I would be the first one to tell you that as I fight in the trenches all the time, I still have so much to learn, but I'm willing to learn. And I try to learn every day, and no matter how tough the case may be, I treat the other side with respect and all the parties with respect in the court. And I have had numerous opportunities throughout my practice here where we have some great judges I've seen, which I would take a lot if given the opportunity to use many things that I've seen throughout my career to also use if I have that opportunity.
Jeff?
Hi, Sam.
Hi, sir.
Good to see you again. I was going to do my question, of course, Dan's question, but you talked about a criminal case. What has it been a civil case, whether it be civil rights, as you and I worked together on, or employment, or tort, that stands out since the last interview that you can tell us about results?
I have not resolved any civil cases since then, but I do have some civil cases that I have pending. But one civil case that I've done that I never talked about before, if I recall correctly, one of the first federal civil cases I had many years ago, it was against the city of Cocoa regarding a canine. And in that particular case, there were numerous issues that we had to get over, especially as you know, we go to federal court. And a few days before trial, in that particular case, it was in front of, I believe, Judge Anton. A few days before trial, we were able to successfully resolve that, where my client was very happy and pleased.
Bill?
What is there? Welcome back. I'd like to go in a little bit different direction because
to start it off, I'm going to say this. What I learned when I was the president of our association is I was truly surprised how much pro bono work that we as attorneys do, where it's just really taken for granted. But nevertheless, I do a lot of pro bono work, whether it's a criminal case or a civil case, and I'm constantly in my community trying to help. A lot of times, I get my hair cut from the local barber shop where I was born and raised, and this particular barber, he was the first one to cut my hair. And when I go there, I get to meet people in the community, and I get to share my experience with them. And I think by sharing my experience with them, and they know I was born and raised in the area where they are, and I get to encourage them. And so even though it's maybe in a sense not like a regular board that one would be on throughout there and talk to the community, but when I'm there, I can help get them on a certain track that they may not be on, and they share certain things with me. And it's so awesome for me to do that, because I normally could cut my hair, and I used to cut my hair by just at home. But I don't on purpose, so I can go there and just have conversations with people in my community and listen what they're talking about, and help many people outside the courtroom and lift them up and encourage them. And I think it does them a lot of good, but in reality, it's kind of selfish because it does me good, because when I see people are able to change and incorporate some of the things that I have shared and talked with them about, and see how they implement that in their lives, it's just a beautiful thing to watch, and especially young men and women in our community that I constantly talk to all the time. And also, I'm a steward in my church that I've been a member for many years, and get to do a lot of different things and talk to a lot of people and see what's going on, and try to help in so many ways, whether it's inside or outside the courtroom. And I just try to give the best I can. I learned that through my parents. I was born and raised right here in Brevard County. I have 10 brothers and sisters, and my mom and dad always told us to give back. And that's what I try to do, is give back.
If you could share with us one characteristic or experience that you had that would make you particularly well qualified and effective in this position.
It's hard to come up with one, but I remember as a prosecutor, I not only cared just about prosecuting the case and just trying to go after the defendant. What I would do in every single case I prosecuted, I wanted to learn everything I can about the facts of the case, and wanted to learn what I could about the defendant. Of course, doing the research to find out what type of prior criminal history the person had, and just try to make a good, solid decision that my office at the time, the state attorney's office, would be proud of, the community would be proud of, and the defendant would realize that he received a fair shake and got a fair shot at regarding the situation he was in. So I just try to, the best way to answer it is that I just try my best to be fair in everything that I do, and when I look back on whatever it may be, so I can still say that. And I try that in everything I do.
Andrew?
Steve? I'm sorry.
I'm going to call Andy, as you asked, and then I'll call Andrew.
My fault.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, sir.
This is a circuit court position, and as you know, there are several divisions within the circuit court in Brevard County. If you were appointed, which division would you be least excited about being assigned to, and why?
If given the opportunity to be a circuit court judge, I probably would be so excited that it wouldn't matter. But I do think that there are some positions I may be better suited for because of my background. But I understand that I do have experience, but my experience where I've seen every single thing, I would be unwise to say I have. And the things that I may be lacking or may not have experience in there, I think there's judges that I'm aware of that have that experience, and I would seek that out so that I can gain and the experience I need and understanding so I can make a good decision. But, sir, I think I would be so happy there would not be a division I would want to go in, because that's a desire of mine to serve in that capacity, and given an opportunity to serve, I would not say no to any division. I would just be so excited with the understanding I need to learn everything I can. And I understand that's going to take a learning curve. I'm aware of that, but I think when you look at my package, and we tried some cases throughout the years, and my goal is to learn every single day, and I would be the first thing to tell you, I still have so much to learn. Almost 22 years I'm in practicing law, but I still tell you, I still got a lot to learn. I'm willing to learn, and I'm eager to learn.
Thank you. Don?
Andrew took my question, and Dan also. Good to see you, I think, Dan. Doing all of my telephone calls to the judges, your name always comes up as someone they have all known well and that you've practiced before them. Is there a particular judge that you would emulate if you were to be appointed?
I missed the last part, I'm sorry.
Is there a particular judge that you would emulate if you were to be appointed?
There would be a few. There's one particular judge. He's retired now, Judge Moxley. I always admired his strength in how he made decisions, and he just tried his best to make good, solid decisions, regardless how it may land. And I was a prosecutor in front of him for many years, and after that I did some defense work and a few civil cases, and I just admire his ability. And I joke with my friends that know how I admire Judge Moxley. I said, and I still say this quite often, that if I am given an opportunity to be a judge and I'm smart as the smartness in his finger, I would be a pretty good judge, because that guy, in my mind, he is always prepared. He treats people with respect, and he really tries to make some good, honest decisions, regardless what way it may go. And I just really admire that, and also admire the fact sometimes when I see him, and when I see
Sam, I
him,
don't mean to cut you off, but I want to apologize on time. I want to give everyone some time. Andy?
Actually, sir, the question I had, David asked, so I will pass to the captain.
Captain, it's all you.
Thank you. What time will you start court?
I would start court. I would go back and forth. I think I like 8:30 to 9 o'clock. I think some days, depending on what the docket, maybe 8:30, and I think sometimes it would probably 9 o'clock, depending on what's on the docket.
Thank you.
And Sam, before we conclude, I just have a couple of comments. Number one, thank you for your service to the country. I want to say that your support from the community in terms of letters or references or recommendations is outstanding. One issue I want to ask you, do you know, this is a seat vacated by Judge Rainwater, obviously you know that.
Yes, sir.
Have you researched when it is up for election?
I believe it's next year.
Okay. You have run 2 elections, correct?
That's correct, sir.
And I believe you have not been successful in either, correct?
That is correct.
Should we be concerned on this side of the bench here that if you are ultimately appointed by the governor, that you're not going to be able to prevail in the election? Address that, please.
No, I think that's a good thing to be concerned of, because that is true, exactly what you stated. And the best I can tell you, sir, is that I have learned a lot doing those 2 campaigns, and I give the failure of those 2 campaigns 100% my fault. There were things that I did not pay attention to, things that I did not understand. I think I have learned a lot when I look back at those 2 campaigns in trying to understand the process better, and the things that I need to do to be successful at the next time by placing that position. But I take full responsibility for those 2 losses, and if given an opportunity to replace Judge Rainwater, and I'm faced with where I have to run for election, the things that I learned, they would be fixed.
Thank you very much. Any follow-up quick comments or questions for Sam? Sam, once again, thank you for appearing before the board.
Thank you, everybody.